most of my paintings are based around the journaling that I do when I travel. The people that I meet, the stories that I get to tell. I'm really, really lucky to tell those stories with my art, with my journaling, my sketches, and then my paintings at the end.
So I remember you doing a lot of this on the boat in Cuba when we did the mothership thing last year. Where did this begin, Ed?
That's a long story, man. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing art my whole life, on and off. Obviously got out to Idaho with the Air Force and kind of put that part of my life on hold while I was doing that. But when the real estate bubble burst, I was doing that stuff up in Nepal, and the only trade I've really known is art. So I taught myself how to do chalkboards in bars and restaurants, taught myself a little bit of graphic design, just enough to be dangerous, really. I was lucky enough to have a gallery owner kind of convince me to start doing my sketchbook stuff out on the street during a show up in Ketchum, and the work got picked up and was published, and all of a sudden, had this little art career on my hands, and started doing sketchbooks and started getting published, and now I'm lucky enough to have this really wide breadth of experience where I'm doing, hanging out with bull riders in the chutes one day, and then going elk hunting with dudes who can really beller an elk, and come down here to Florida and do fishing, and then the whole story informs the paintings at the end. So people seem to like the paintings, and they like to see kind of how the adventures go. So when I'm going, coming down here doing snook, or getting ready to work on something for the sawtooth or whatever it is, having whitewater rafting stuff that we're talking about, all the high water we had in Idaho, all that stuff. I mean, I got a weird experience in life, and very few people get to tell those, all those stories, and I'm really, really lucky to get to do it.
It ain't luck, it's talent.
It's been a long time. I started doing this stuff when, my mom was, she was an artist, and I started, drawing. I still remember, like, one of the first drawings I did was Eddie Belfour on the cover of Beckett Hockey Monthly or something like that, doing cards, and now it's it's evolved and it's changing every day. But I'm really lucky to get to go chase fish around and do a painting of it, and have great collectors all over the country. So it's a pretty fun way to operate.
I've been fortunate enough to work with Jackson Kayak for a number of years. Not only do they make fantastic boats, but it's gotten me into a lot of great spots to fish. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that the inspiration comes from a lot of those spots where I'm getting to be, in skinnier spots, in tighter spots where there aren't a lot of people, and the solitude, and that's definitely inspired part of the art that I do. I got more stories based around kayak fishing than perhaps anything else.